Hey fam, hey friends, your girl is back. Nkechi Ejikume on Who Cares to Care. How are we all doing? It's always nice to be back as usual. You know the drill already. So how have we been? How is everyone doing? If you're seeing my face for the first time, my name is Nkechi Ejikume on Who Cares to Care. Last week we discussed about bullying, living with bullying husbands, bullying partners, bullying friends, and all those things. And if you don't let the bullies bully you, you'll be termed a strong woman. But nowadays, being called a strong woman is not a crime anymore. It is a badge of honor. It is actually a compliment. Because in the past, certain men would like to bring you down by calling you a strong woman. She's too strong to be a woman. And you might just cow or chicken out because you don't want to be seen as too strong. If you are not a strong woman, you are simply a push over. So you have to choose one. It is not an insult to be called a strong woman because it all depends on what you call strong. I know that some women can be strong but silent, okay? Strong but not fiery, because most men are very uncomfortable when a woman is fiery and when a woman can speak up and stand up for herself. Most men don't like it. Why? I don't know. I don't even know what that means, whether it's intimidation or what, with all due respect. But then again, silence is golden. You might be strong, not fiery, but very silent. But you're very strong. So it all depends on who you're dealing with or who you live with or who you're married to. Then you know how you use your own strengths. You know how you manage your situation. You know how you do your stuff. There are some things you would do. You have not even said much or said anything, but you have done some damage without saying a word, without being fiery, without even speaking to anybody. That is strength. My mother had that type of. When my mother was younger, she was very fiery. She was thunder and brimstone. But she got to a certain stage. My mother sits down on her chair in the children's sitting room. She won't even say a word. She's just sitting. She will turn. Even that turning, she's made a statement. Even so there was strength in so many things she did, even without saying a word. So so it all depends on the way you apply your own strength. With some men, when they're equally too quiet, your destiny will die in their hands. So they'll make sure that your destiny dies in their hands. They won't push you, they won't encourage you, they won't move you, they won't encourage you, they won't talk to you, they won't push you. Hey, she's very quiet, and they like it. Docile, dummy, just sit there and do nothing. They are comfortable with it. We know those men too. So anyway, so Ken Clark called Theresa May a bloody difficult woman, a strong woman. Theresa May, at the end of the day, became the Prime Minister of Britain. For crying out loud. If she was one docile human being at the backside of nowhere, she won't be the Prime Minister in the United Kingdom. You understand? So these are the things. She is a strong woman. They called her difficult, but see where it got her. And she's married. Don't think she's single. She's married with her husband's support. You see them in meetings, the man is going with her side by side and all that. And she's look at Oprah. Oprah, she's the richest woman in the whole wide world. When I grow up, I want to be like her. She's strong. She doesn't look for anybody's trouble. She doesn't. She just has. The Oprah we know has just one relationship. That one we know till the end of time. It is still that one. She's a very strong woman. She's strong in every which way. So it all depends on your strength and how you apply your strength and how you use your strength. Men, support your wives to grow. It will be criminal. It will be a huge abomination that your wife's destiny dies in your hands and you sit there and watch her not do anything with her life just because you got married to her. That's not fair. Because most men, they like it. They like it that way. Have you been in that type of relationship? Maybe young married couples discussing or talking, and you're telling your husband your plans, you know what you want to do, and he just keeps on nosing you like, what is she talking about? Either way, it could be the man telling the wife, I want to do this, I want to, instead of massaging his ego, instead of encouraging him, instead of telling him you believe with him, you're just like. But it's worse when it's the woman. Because as far as some men are concerned, you're not an achiever. You should sit down and cook in the kitchen. And must produce children and do nothing with your own life. So when you're telling them you want to do this, you want to do that, look at what you want to do, they're like, since when? What are you talking about? So they will dampen your spirit. And God forbid you marry a high flyer. God forbid you marry a woman you knew she was going somewhere. And immediately she came to your house, she nosedived and lost her destiny in your hands. But when you build her up, when you encourage her, when you tell her she's strong, that she can do all things, that she can conquer, that she will pursue, recover without fail, and bring it home. If you encourage her, you will see her best. You will see her. Husbands, build her up. If she's not strong, encourage her, support her. If she's already a high flyer, encourage her to fly higher. Why she does the things she's supposed to do as a wife in the house. I'm not saying she shouldn't do her wife duties, like cooking or having children. No, that's not what I'm saying. But you can still encourage her and still have that balance. And she herself will be happy because you are encouraging her, and you will bring out her best. And when she finally fulfills purpose, you will see her. There's nothing you want from that woman you will not get. You see, there's one thing men don't remember. When you marry this wife, when you marry her, nurture her, let her grow, look after her, encourage her, support her. And when she achieves, by the time she looks back, she's had the children, she's been a good wife by God's grace, because it's equally not easy. You've been a good husband too, and she have achieved her potentials, at least. It is obvious that her destiny haven't died in your hands, and that she's fulfilled purpose. Even when you, the man, look at her, you have to be proud, because you know what? She's your product. She's your product. Look at the small girl you went and brought. And look at all she's achieved. She looks on her right. She has her children by God's grace. She's a happily married wife in her home. And she's maximizing her potentials. You know, if she's doing a job, she's doing a good job. If she's doing business, she's excelling. She'll be excited. She will be the best wife you want her to be. And when you look over your shoulders, you should be proud that that's my product. That's my wife. That's the mother of my children. She's an achiever. She's strong. She is my wife. No man wants, oh well, I don't know. I wanted to say no one man wants a dummy around her, but no, some do. Some do because they are worried and they are afraid that their wives will, run away, or when their wife makes money, she won't respect them, or when their wives achieve some things, she will stop being their wife. I don't know. May you tell me what your problems are? So please, our husbands, let's make this thing happen, okay? Don't start suppressing her because you think she's a difficult woman or maybe she's a strong woman. You want to now, you must by force calm her down. Please, I appeal to my generation. Don't try to suppress her because you think she's a strong woman. Don't try to suppress her because you think she's a difficult woman. No woman is difficult. If you look after her, you get the best of her. I'm a woman here. We are not as complicated as men think that we are. We are not that complicated. If you look after a woman and treat her well, you bring out the best in her. It's as simple as that. After all, before you married her, you saw those traits. Or didn't you see those traits that she's strong? That was one of the things that attracted you to her. Now you marry her. You want her to turn into a nice water. It is not possible now. As long as she's not insulting you, your authority shouldn't be threatened. Just look after her. Love her. Nurture her. That's all you need to do. Let her be. Let her breathe. Because the problem most women have in their marriages is that they can't breathe. They are being suffocated in that marriage. You won't let her do her business. You won't let her do anything useful with her life. Just sit down and have children and cook for you. Women of these days haven't got that time. I'm sorry. So, bro. So, husband. So, you boyfriend in courtship. Remember. At the same time, if you don't want a strong woman, if you don't want a difficult woman, find that type you want. Those ones too, they are available. Sit down, sit. Stand up, stand. Jump high. You get bored too. So how do you solve a problem like Maria here? Tell me. Because when you bring those docile ones, you get bored too. After a while, I say, this one is boring. That's what you want. Or you marry her fiery, or you marry her strong, you keep on messing her around, and she just dies in your house, God forbid. By the time you know it, you get bored. Don't know what happened to her. This is not the woman I married. It's not the woman you married. You've forgotten what happened to her. I'll remind you. Anyway, it is well. On Who Cares to Care, you're guilty at the end of time. My name is Nkechi Ejikume. Like, share this video, and subscribe. Thank you. See you next week. Bye.